business.
All right, my name is Kim Briscoe-Tonic, owner and operator of the Briscoe-Tonic Funeral Home. And I have Trinice Vincent here on my left. She is a mortician and manager of the funeral home. And I have Pierre Jones. He's also a manager at the funeral home. And we do a lot of work with not a lot of work, but over my 30 years, I've seen more than my share of motorcycle car accident victims. And I know all those deaths are preventable. We do know that. One of the most difficult things for us to do as morticians is to look a family in the face and tell them their loved one can't be viewed for whatever reason. I tell people, if you can imagine what a mangled car looks like, made of metal, imagine what that car accident does to a person who's simply made of flesh. Okay? Oftentimes we can get people back together. Sometimes we can't. And it's hard to tell a family. You'll never see your loved one again. They went out to the store for some milk and they never come back home. And I tell people most of the accidents happen 5 miles from home. Have no idea you're never going to see your loved one again. If you want to talk a little bit about just how we work on the victims.
Yeah, sometimes it takes hours, days to even try to bring them back to a little bit of recognition, and they still don't look like their self.
And sometimes we're successful at it, but
right.
just imagine never seeing your mother, brother, sister, wife again. And people don't realize the psychological effect a funeral has. Funerals are to help people move on with their lives, to have some closure. We have people, when we can't view a person, they still adamant. They want to see. You know, seeing is believing. And we try to give people that opportunity, but sometimes we can't. I mean, we've had a guy who had a motorcycle decapitated. His head's still in the helmet. You know, people that mangle, body part, I mean, just totally mangled. Nothing we can do with them at all. Trinice, you want to add anything?
Well, like you said, the family is really a hard part of it. It's just when you see the children and they lose their parents, and the mothers are still living and they're losing their child. It's just hard, and it's hard on a mortician too. Even though we're supposed to be there to support and take information and all of that. However, it's hard for us because we empathize with her or him, with the family, and we try to work through not just the funeral, but the grief also. So yes, we're all involved in every aspect of the family.
But the worst thing about it is all can be prevented. It really can be prevented. The lady we had a lady last week driving, just on her way to work, 2 minutes from home, and a car crosses the center line. Distracted driver. She's dead, but all of them are fine. You know, everybody in the other car was fine. Talked to a gentleman this morning. His niece was killed on the parkway, and funeral home couldn't do anything with her. And it's hurting him. And he's the uncle, not the father, mother's. He's just saying how it's devastating for him that he can't see her one last time. Just to know that it's her. You know, it's like we always say, seeing is believing. It's just devastating what these car accidents do. And it's just a simple matter, just not being distracted, being sober. You know, it's just, all can be prevented.
So you see a different side than what the first responders are seeing.
Right.
Right?
The first responders really don't have to. We see what they see. When they see mangled, that's what we get once they come from the medical examiner's office. We get the same thing. You know, we're not the ones to notify the families, of course, when a person dies. But when they're in here in the same room we're in, making arrangements, it's hard to tell people. First thing they ask is, can the person be viewed? You know, can my loved one, can my dad be seen? You know, shown. And then when I have to give them news, like sometimes their skulls are crushed, you got to bring hats. People never wore hats before. You got to bring them hats. Ladies who never wore wigs before, you got to bring them wigs. And all that affects their appearance. Putting veils on them, trying to keep people, you know, we do a lot of waxing, trying to keep people off of them during the funeral. It is a hard job for us when it's a car accident because people are already sad. and then not being able, you know how people when they come to a casket, first thing they want to do is rub their hand, kiss them, and you can't do none of that, okay, with a car accident victim 9 times out of 10 because of the condition of their bodies. And you know, people get temperamental with us because we're saying, you know, trying to as best we can, you know, you can't touch mama, do whatever, you know, and they're angry. They want to touch mama, and we tell them that they can't. You know, that hours and days worth of restoration we do, one little touch print and it's all gone. All our efforts are gone. You know, not gone, but you know, we got to do it all over. So it's just important for people to just to be alert. Texting and driving, we all guilty of it, but it's something. I mean, no phone call is that important, especially when we got hands-free talking. You know, but people do what they do. Social media, that Facebook, everybody like. It's not going to wait till they get to their destination. Drunk drivers, you know, the accidental 210, you know, that's totally preventable. People just not even wearing their seatbelts. We had people just because they probably be alive if they just wore a seatbelt. So it's just like I said, but when you see those cars mangled, you can only imagine what the people inside look like. So we just encourage everybody to drive focused, sober, and be safe. Thank you.